Hello, I'm Dynamic Silver.
And I'm Moose Monkey.
Yes.
Yeah?
You remember him from that vlog I did? The only one I ever did?
Yes, and I was part of that. He just said that. I'm gonna stop now.
Yes. And today we shall be reviewing Captain America Civil War. You know, the movie that is an Avengers movie, but contains Avengers.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good review. See ya.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah. But the reason why people enjoy reviews is to talk about the plot.
Yeah.
So you begin.
Okay. So, there's a secret Russian base with Russian guys in it who are clearly Russian. And then they talk to Bucky, who is a Russian sleeper agent, I guess. And then he's activated by code words. And then, yeah. And then that's, like, the main issue for a while.
Yes, so Bucky goes on a mission, attacks a car, steals some blood, and then we jump forward to 2016, where the Avengers are in Africa.
Yeah.
To fight the Eva Crossbone. If no one remembers him, he's the guy that was working with Captain America in the last movie, but turns out to be a Hydra sleeper agent, and gets his face horribly burned. So he should have put sunscreen on.
And he said there was nothing personal, and then he dropped a building on him.
Yep.
Got personal really fast.
Yeah, see, Crossbone was trying to take a pathogen of some kind.
I think so, yeah.
So he was going to do a suicide bomber to take Captain America with him. Scarlet Witch throws him up in the air and takes out a building. So good job, Scarlet Witch!
Great job. Amazing. Amazing.
And they wonder why we don't like the Avengers in this movie.
Exactly. They're all villains, secretly. If you didn't know that, they're all villains. It's a villain movie. Plot twist.
Yeah. So we cut to 1 month later. So this took a month to happen.
Yeah.
Where laws, you know.
Took them a month to decide that that was the thing that shouldn't happen again. You know, buildings exploding.
Yeah, not like an entire country was destroyed or Washington was levered to the ground. Well, just a building was levered to the ground, and New York, and not to mention the Hulk.
Yeah.
And all these dangerous Inhumans in the show, which you don't watch.
No, I don't.
And with, I don't know, the Netflix shows. And everything else.
Yep.
Like that, you could just write a list
of things where things have gone wrong. Every Marvel movie has at least one thing that went wrong.
So we cut to Tony Stark at this conference showing this device that allows you to change memories or that you deal with these memories.
It was to change the outcome of bad memories so that you weren't as psychologically affected by them, I think, was what it was.
Yes, so we see memories of his parents.
Yeah.
And his dad's a jerk. You could see Tony had a better relationship with his mom. So it turns out after the conference, we see Tony goes off to an elevator to get out, where he meets this person who's actually going to be in a Luke Cage show.
Oh, well, there you go. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I found that out yesterday. Don't remember her name, but her son was killed in Sokovia during the Age of Ultron, and she blames Tony for creating Ultron. So at the Avengers HQ, General Ross from the Incredible Hulk movie, the one movie we all want to forget, is at the Avengers HQ to tell Captain America that he and the government has decided to put a law where the super beings will have to answer to the government from now on.
Yeah, and they can only help if the government lets them do it.
And Tony is all for that idea. After the events of Age of Ultron, he agrees with this idea to be in control, to have people who makes the whole decisions.
Yeah.
Instead of just going out there freely and doing whatever they want. But Captain America's like, no, I hate this idea.
It's a dumb plan.
America is for freedom.
Yeah.
God bless America. And during these events, Captain America's ex-girlfriend, Peggy Carter, who was 95,
I think so. I don't know the exact age.
has died
Yeah.
in her sleep. So he goes to London, which wasn't she in Washington in the
Yeah.
last movie? So
She was in a hospital in Washington, yeah.
so wait. Oh well, they could have just had the funeral.
Flown her back. Yeah, they flew her back over to London for
Yeah.
the funeral.
Yeah.
And then this is where it gets weird, because Captain America ends up in a sort of relationship with the niece of his ex-girlfriend, who is a lot older than the niece. So it's creepy and weird, and I don't know how not a lot of people acknowledge the fact that that is weird.
So during the events of the funeral, the Sokovia Treaty is going to be signed by the Wakanda King, T'Challa. There's a bomb that goes off. The King of Wakanda is killed. T'Challa survives and is now angry. He joins that club of people, parents being murdered.
Yes. He wants to get revenge on Bucky, who he thinks did the bombing.
Yes.
Because the news said so.
Yes. Always believe the news.
Always. They're always right about everything.
So Captain America wants to go after Bucky, but the government wants to kill him for what he has done. Which is kind of strange. Wouldn't you want to get answers for why he's done that?
Another thing that confused me is when they showed the security footage, and then like they zoomed in on his face, and they went, "This is clearly Barnes here," and then I was confused. How do you see his face? Like I could not recognize him off of that. Like if they hadn't said his name, I wouldn't have known who it was. So I was even more confused that he got mad about that.
Inhuman, who can see photos clearly.
Someone at the news is the superpowers of CSI, where they can zoom and enhance everything.
So Captain America and Falcon goes after Bucky, and they take down a few SWAT teams. But then Black Panther comes in. So Black Panther comes in.
Yeah.
They fight on a highway, and they all get arrested.
Yeah.
So Bucky's put in prison in the UN, was it? Or no, they were in Germany. So in some kind of German nice prison or something.
Yeah.
And Captain America, Black Panther, and Falcon are stuck in an office with a bunch of people.
Yep.
And Tony Stark goes up to Captain saying that what he believes is the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
That they should be allowed to help, but also be sure they are in the right authority. Like Captain America says, when a government has too much power, they overused it. Like when we think we have to go in, they might not think we need to, and when they think we need to, but we don't.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yes, then we have the Eva. Oh,
Zemo.
Zemo.
Yeah. Not
Yeah.
Baron Zemo, just Zemo.
Yeah. And he somehow gets past security and interviews Bucky Barnes, and Bucky goes all insane, starts killing people. Captain America goes after him, so does Falcon. They capture Bucky, and now they're wanted.
Yeah.
Now Tony Stark puts together a team of superheroes consisting of him, Black Widow, Black Panther, War Machine, Vision, Spider-Man. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah, that's all of them. Yeah, there were 6, wasn't there?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I just want to say, Spider-Man, best part of this movie.
He was. He's the best character, I think.
Yes, how they introduce him, and they didn't do... Oh, with great power comes great responsibility.
Okay.
So, it's quite a unique idea. Like, this guy, they got Tom Holland, I think that's his name? Holland? Something?
Tom Holland? I think it was Tom Holland.
Okay, Tom Holland is a perfect choice for this character. He has all the right qualities of being Spider-Man, plus he's not like 30 years old.
Mm-hmm. And I heard he got recommended by Thor.
Chris Evans, Captain America.
I heard, well, no, because he was in the movie, the Moby Dick movie with Liam Hemsworth.
Oh,
I think was his name. And then he asked Liam Hemsworth if he could put in a good word for him at the Marvel Studios to be Spider-Man.
Is that how you get a job now? Just knowing some famous person?
Yeah, just know someone who is in a movie, and then you ask them if you can be in the movie, and then then they say yes.
Yeah.
If they like you enough.
I need to remember that.
You need to get some friends in the Marvel industry, and then you can ask them to be your favorite superhero. I don't know. Rocket Raccoon, maybe. I don't know.
yeah, I look just like him.
Yeah.
Anyways, so while this is happening, Captain America brings together his own team. Scarlet Witch, Falcon, Bucky, Hawkeye, and Ant-Man.
Yeah.
And there was one more. Who was the other one? Remember?
Okay.
Okay,
So
anyways.
you can keep going. I'll try and think of it now.
Okay, so what happens is they meet at this Germany airport, they fight, and this is probably the greatest...
Hawkeye, wasn't it?
I said Hawkeye.
Wasn't Falcon?
Oh, yes, I forgot to
It
mention
was one of the
Falcon.
two, yeah. I was like, it's either or, but yeah.
So Falcon fought... How did I forget? Anyways, so we have the greatest fight scene ever in a Marvel movie,
Yeah.
and it's such a unique opportunity to see what Batman v Superman could have been.
Yeah.
Like, it had all these great moments, and it had a good reason why it ended in a tie.
Yeah. And they had good superhero like power combinations where they would have one super uses his powers with another one to get a more powerful attack.
I think the best part of this fight was Ant-Man and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because they were both the comedic reliefs.
Yeah.
They
were both just happy to be there, basically.
Yeah, they had some of the best lines.
Yeah.
Like when Ant-Man throws a truck that he thought was a water truck and it explodes.
Yeah. Or when he says, when he meets Captain America for the first time, he says, "Thanks for thanking of me."
Yeah. And I just want to say that many people said many people said it was pointless for Falcon to be in the Ant-Man movie. But
Yeah.
guess what? If he was in this movie, then it wouldn't make any sense.
For Ant-Man to team up with Captain America. Even though he would be on their side, though, because he kind of hates authority figures and stuff,
And
because he's a
Tony
thief.
Stark.
Yeah, and Starks, that also helps.
So we have this big fight scene between all the heroes, and Ant-Man becomes Giant Man, and you have this great line with Tony Stark, and he's like, "Does anyone on our side have special abilities I do not know of?"
Yeah.
And Spider-Man comes up with a plan to stop Giant Man.
Oh yeah, and he makes a reference to Star Wars.
Yeah,
with the
that-
AT-AT walkers, I think, yeah.
Yeah. And they defeat Giant Man. Captain America and Bucky gets away to stop Zemo, who's going to reactivate a bunch of super soldiers.
Yeah.
That blood that Bucky stole was to create more super soldiers. Wait a second, I just realized how Stark had that!
Oh yeah, why would he...
Why would he keep it in his car?
Exactly.
Why not keep it in a lab?
Yeah. Also, like, yeah. That is weird. Why would he have super soldier thing? He's just taking it on vacation with him.
Well, anyways.
He'd rather take that than his son on vacation. He's just taking the blood of super soldiers.
Howard Stark.
Best father. Father of the year.
So, we continue on, like, all of Captain America's side superheroes are in prison on this raft in the Atlantic or Pacific Ocean, they never said.
Yeah.
And it's such a unique opportunity to see how different the comic and the movie are. Because in the comic, it was this other dimension that Reed Richards from the Fantastic Four created. So take that, Fox! We don't need the Fantastic Four!
Yeah. They're just all terrible people anyway.
Yeah, did you not see Fantastic?
No, I didn't actually. I heard it was bad and just chose not to watch it. My dad told me it was boring, so I was happy I wasn't in the room to find that out.
I got it for my birthday.
Oh my god, I feel so bad for you.
Yeah. Playing that Bucky and Captain America on, and they are having a friendship moment. The only scene we actually get a bit of character between them.
Yeah.
Mostly it's between Iron Man and Captain America.
Yeah.
And so Captain America finds out that Zemo's behind this all. He goes after Captain America, and Black Panther goes after Iron Man. No one noticed he stole a jet.
he's just flying it right under him, and they didn't like notice. He doesn't have any like systems that tell him he's being followed places in his suit.
Well, so we get to this Russia base from the beginning of the movie.
Yep.
And we have this amazing scene between all three of the major characters. We have a truce, they go to fight the big bad guy, then it turns out Bucky murdered Tony Stark's parents.
Yep.
And Captain America knew.
And because Tony Stark loved both his parents equally, he only says, "You killed my mom," instead of parents, even though they both died. So, yeah, Son of the Year award goes to him. All of the awards for family members goes to them.
Actually, I got some of the award trophy.
Clearly you stole it from him, because he's such a great son. And yeah.
We have this amazing fight between Captain America and Iron Man.
Yeah.
Like, it's to the death. You can see Tony Stark trying to kill Bucky. Bucky's just trying to run for his life. Captain America's trying to stop Tony. And while all this is happening, we find out Zemo's motives.
Yeah.
How his family was killed, how he's been listening to a recording of his wife before she died, and he's about to commit suicide, but Black Panther stops him and tells him that revenge is not the way to go.
Yeah.
That revenge consumes you all. Thank you, Black Panther. I cannot wait to see your movie.
He's clearly Yoda. If he just stole, I think he stole a Yoda quote by telling him that revenge will consume you and stuff. So yeah.
Well, they have been using Star Wars references. Have you not seen all those movies where people get their hands cut off?
Actually, Bucky gets his arm cut off.
Exactly.
This is one big Star Wars movie, is what this is.
So it ends with Captain America winning because he disables Tony and takes Bucky with him.
But technically, he would have won unless Bucky stopped Captain America from getting him at the end. So it's kind of a tie, but not really, because technically he still would have won anyway.
Yeah.
Captain America.
Well, it's his movie. Just like
he has to win.
Yeah, just like how Batman had to win because his name came first.
Yes, and because he's better. Everybody's really mad at us now. We shouldn't have said that.
Don't worry, everyone agreed Batman was going to win. Except for those DC fans.
Yeah.
Okay, so we end the movie with like the Avengers being divided, with War Machine now paralyzed after Vision attacked him by accident. Good job, Vision.
It's a nice aim. I don't know how someone with the Mind Stone can lose focus, but they did. So, you know.
So we have this nice moment between War Machine and Iron Man. How War Machine's okay. He still thinks he's doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And he's happy for that. So then Tony gets a package which contains a phone and a letter saying that Captain America still thinks what they have to do is the right thing to do. And even if that means going their separate ways, he understands. But he will always help Tony if he needs some help. It means that Captain America is not mad after all these events, that he understands, which is a good part of this movie. Like, both sides have a good point.
There was those things you agree with and disagree with.
Instead of just having, like, Captain America handing himself in, Captain America breaks out his teammates. And that's how the movie ends. And then we have 2 post-credit scenes, which foreshadows Wakanda. And Bucky being frozen.
And they had, like, I think they had the spider signal in the first...
No, the second one.
Yeah, the second one was Aunt May, who probably knows that he's Spider-Man. It seems like she knows that he's Spider-Man.
Yeah, just like in the Amazing Spider-Man movies. Like, how do you not know your nephew is Spider-Man?
It's fairly obvious.
I mean, anyone will figure it out. I don't give any reasons, but anyone can figure it out.
Yeah.
So, what did you think of the movie?
I thought it was good. It was definitely, if you have to choose between Batman v Superman and Civil War, I would choose Civil War. Unless you're a really big Batman fan, then go see Batman v Superman, because it has really good Batman sequences. So,
only good things about the movie.
But yeah, I would give Civil War probably an 8, maybe, actually.
Out of 10?
Yeah, 8 out of 10.
Okay, I would give the movie a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, okay. Different scales. That's also an 8, by the way, for people that did math. Yeah.
So yes, I really enjoyed the fight scenes, the character development. No one felt forced like in Batman v Superman. DC needs to learn from Marvel is how to set up a good superhero fight movie.
They introduced characters in movies that they had their own solo movies for, but they didn't even introduce them then. They just introduced them in Civil War and it still worked fine. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm the Dynamic Duo over.
And I'm Moose Monkey Gaming. Go subscribe to me for daily uploads 4 months ago and none after that.
Yep. This is his first this is his first video on YouTube for like what, 5 months?
I think so, yeah, about 4 or 5 months.
So until next time.
See ya.